Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel. Mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but a close second these days has been book subscriptions. And that is the case today because I have another deluxe box from Peace and Pages that has been sent to me for review. This is a great small business that is run by a lovely couple and they support other small businesses around the country with the items that they source and include in their subscription boxes. So they have two different subscription boxes. There is the basic, which includes a book in one of your pre-selected genres, as well as an aromatherapy product and a bath product, or I like to call it a self-care product because usually it is an item that you can use even if you're not a bath girl, like I am not a bath girl. And then they also have the deluxe version, which is what they've sent to me for a review, and that includes, of course, those two items, the book, as well as an additional gift or bookish gift sometimes, and something delightful to eat or drink along with your read. So of course those two extra gifts for me really round out the box, and that is my favorite variation if you can do it. So the basic box is $27 per month, and then I think it is still a flat rate of $6.99 in shipping, and then the deluxe starts at $39 per month. If you are able to do a multi-month subscription right off the bat, you can definitely do that and save a little bit of money. They also still have their bi-monthly option, which is actually how they started out, was as a bi-monthly subscription, but due to people wanting a good read every month, they now have a monthly as well. I have a code for you. It is Noelle5, and that'll save you $5 on your first box. And as usual, I will include that along with a link for you in the description box below. It depends on the device that you're using these days. If it's a little down arrow to expand that description box, or sometimes it says read more or see more, and that will help you find that. And then I do try whenever I have time to also include a pinned comment with that information, but usually if you poke around, you can find it. And I do post a lot of the coupons as well as the affiliate links that I have for other boxes in almost all of my unboxings. All right, you guys. So let's get into this one. I love that they do a theme every single month, and so all of the items that they've gotten from those small businesses across the country go along with that theme. But of course, that doesn't necessarily go with the book because people are all going to get a different book depending on those pre-selected genres, whether you like thrillers or romance or historical fiction. I was just trying to think of like the things that I would put on my list or make sure were not on my list, for example. So let me just read an older description that I have for you of this box because I think I've been reviewing it on and off now for probably a couple years. It says, reading and relaxation right to your door. You can expect to receive a positively reviewed book from a genre that you have selected. Books are bought in unread, perfect, or near perfect condition. Your read will be personally chosen but random each month. The products come from small businesses and each item is handpicked for its quality and character. All right, so they always have like a little piece of cardboard on top, and then they also have the product card, and it tells us this is the Yuletide Deluxe Edition. So we have our five items, that's even like an extra one, I feel like. So that's exciting. Usually it's like 4 items and then the book, and we usually have the book kind of hidden at the bottom, and then I will go ahead and read the blurb to you so you can decide if you would like to add it to your TBR pile, of course. By the way, you guys, don't forget, we are starting our own book club in the Nobot Nook, which is our Facebook group for subscribers of this channel. So there is still time to get in on that if you would like to. Make sure you follow the link again to that private Facebook group and do answer all the questions that you have to answer to get into the group. Otherwise you get stuck in limbo, and then we will tell you a little bit more about how to get involved in that book club. It's not going to be monthly necessarily to start with. We're going to start with quarterly and see how it goes, so don't be intimidated. But if one of your resolutions is to start reading a little bit more and to get a little bit more engaged in our super fun community, this might be a good way to do it. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like inside now that I took that little piece of cardboard off. So we can already see some items that are poking out. The first one I see says Holidays Stovetop Potpourri. It's from a company called Sidonia Eco. All right, so these are really fun. It's just a little like kind of simmer scent. So I'll show you this side so you can actually see the lovely things in there. We've got an orange, lots of like cloves, things that smell like the holidays. So you usually just add this to a little pot and some water on your stovetop and allow it to simmer. So it does, you know, takes a little bit of gas, but it definitely makes your home smell amazing. So if you're someone who doesn't like to have like, you know, candles burning or wax warmers, this is a really good way of making the kitchen smell lovely if you're not using that burner at least. So this is a nice size of that. And again, it says it's from Cydonia Eco. They don't tell us a lot about the companies or the actual products, but of course they give us enough information that we can look it up ourselves. And they are out of Florida. So looks like with these 5 items, we have 2 from California, 1 from Florida, 1 from Wisconsin, and 1 from Illinois. So pretty diverse little box. All right, we have a lip balm. So that was probably our aromatherapy product. We have from Shade Tree Naturals, a lip balm in Yuletide. So definitely on the theme. It's one of those little like oval ones. So I'm guessing it probably has that sort of, I don't know what Yuletide would be. The green makes me think it's going to be sort of outdoorsy scented. See if I can read any of the, oh no, it's going to be more like holiday in terms of, oh, okay. It's got sweet orange, fir needle, so there's that foresty scent that I was hoping for. Nutmeg, peppermint, mandarin, black spruce, star anise, cinnamon leaf, clove leaf, and patchouli. Patchouli's the last one though, so don't be afraid. But that does sound lovely. So it sounds like foresty, but also with some spices. All right, so our Yuletide lip balm is from Shade Tree Naturals again, and they are the ones that are out of Wisconsin. So that I would say is probably our extra gift, right? Because it's just not necessarily a bath product. It's more of a self-care product. And then of course we had our aromatherapy already. So this looks like it's another sort of extra gift. So like I said, I feel like we got 2 extra gifts, not bookish, and I kind of like it when they're just more self-care or lifestyle items than bookish, because honestly, even though some bookish items are super cute, I don't necessarily use them that often. You can only have so many bookmarks. I mean, I have probably a bookmark for every book, and I have a lot of books. All right, you guys, so this is Grow a Living Christmas Tree. It's a Christmas tree growing kit. Isn't that cute? So thinking ahead for maybe next year, probably not. It's going to take a few years to grow a Christmas tree, but man, living Christmas trees or live Christmas trees these days, even though they're not technically live by the time you get them, they've already been cut, are very expensive these days. But I'm still holding on to getting a live tree every year. It took me a little longer to get up this year, but I did it. But I do love like a good Norfolk pine or something that you can just have in a pot year round. I just don't have room for it, and also don't have a green thumb. But I am willing to give this little Christmas tree kit a try. So it's a balsam fir. That's what it says on top. It says, Merry Christmas, bring new life to your holiday traditions with the living Christmas tree started from a seed. This 100% guaranteed tree growing kit includes everything you need: seeds, growing medium, mini greenhouse, and detailed growing instructions. So it does say it's 100% guaranteed, you guys. It says your evergreen will grow quickly, reaching a decorative size in just 2 to 3 years. With each passing holiday, your tree will become an even more magnificent addition to your home, eventually taking its place in your yard or garden as a striking and personally significant landscape tree. Maybe I'll give this to my mom, who's very sad this year because she doesn't get to have a tree because she is still laid up after a bad accident. So I was willing to go and get her a tree, but we decided it was just going to be too much of a hassle and it would be hard to see it and really enjoy it anyway, since it's hard for her to get up and down these days. So this is from the Johnstein Company, and they are out of California. So this is a really cute thing though. Again, I don't have much space. My parents don't have that much space in their home either, but they do have a little more outdoor space if they wind up having to put this out on the patio. So super cute little gift to include in our Yuletide Deluxe edition. I feel like that was just like an extra prezzy. So let's see. Now we finally gotten to our treat, which sometimes I'm a little disappointed when it's tea, even though tea totally goes with a good read. I like it when we get an edible treat. So this is an edible treat. It is from XO Marshmallow. It's tiramisu marshmallows, deliciously handcrafted, set of 12. Yeah, let me know. I love handcrafted marshmallows. Like, I used to not really like marshmallows if they were on baked goods, just those little ones that you get in the big plastic bag. But now that I've discovered handcrafted ones, like the big, like, you know, like dusty giant squares that they'll put into gourmet hot chocolate, man, those are amazing. I also am a huge fan of tiramisu. So combining those two together makes me super happy. This company is out of Illinois. Says tiramisu is a coffee-infused cake layered with whipped mascarpone and liquor-soaked ladyfingers. But honestly, you had us at coffee. Creamy with a touch of cocoa, tiramisu marshmallows were bestsellers last year and are back for the holiday season. They are gluten-free and preservative-free. So it is from a company that says, "Welcome to Troop XO, a group of individuals brought together by the magic of marshmallows. We ourselves were so inspired by this whimsical treat that we opened the world's first marshmallow cafe. From snacking to s'mores, sharing or keeping all to yourself, we're encouraging you to grab a box of XO marshmallows and live your sweet life." That is their motto, live your sweet life. This is a company to definitely look up. This sounds pretty cool. What a great little extra gift. I'm really enjoying the fact that we got 5 gifts to go along with our book. This is another favorite. This is a company that I've gotten in other boxes before. This is our bath product. So we had our bath product. It's not a bath bomb, it's a shower steamer, you guys, and it's from Deluxe, which makes these amazing shower steamers, and it is in the scent of pine, which you guys know that's my favorite kind of wintry scent. Love those foresty fresh smells. So they are out of California. I did not know that. So they make these nice big blocks. Sometimes they're two-tone. I'm not going to unwrap it because that makes a mess and I will choke on the shower steamer dust, but I love them. They're so great, and now my husband and I are going to have to fight over it. So going over what we got for our bath product, we got this Deluxe shower steamer in pine. Hooray! We got for our aromatherapy, our potpourri simmer. Very exciting. And then, as little extra gifts, we got our Shade Tree Lip Balm in Yuletide and our Living Christmas Tree Kit, which I think is adorable. And then for our edible treat or indulgence, tiramisu marshmallows. I feel like they should make that a year-round treat. That should not just be for the holidays. All right, you guys, let's finally get to the good stuff. Let's find out what our book is this time around. Now, because we don't necessarily get to choose, and it's not necessarily new releases, we do sometimes get books that I have gotten in other subscriptions. That's only happened a couple of times, but now I've really ramped up all my book subscriptions, so it does happen. So that has happened today, but it is good because then I can tell you that it is a great book. So this is the paperback version of The Yellow Wife by Sadika Johnson. So it has the same cover. I think that I got this maybe in a Once Upon a Book Club box. You guys remind me if that's sounds correct, but I did definitely read it, and I think I might have gotten a hardcover, but I did enjoy this book, I will say. So I'll have to look it up and see if I can remember which review it was, and maybe I'll link it for you, but maybe you guys can help me out if you remember. So yes, I do think I got it in a Once Upon a Book Club box, which was really fun, but let me go ahead and read the blurb to you. One woman's captivating tale of survival in the most notorious slave prison of the antebellum South. Born on a plantation in Charles City, Virginia, Phoebe Dolores Brown has lived a sheltered life. Shielded by her mother's position as the estate's medicine woman and cherished by the master's sister, she is set apart from the others on the plantation, belonging to neither world. She'd been promised freedom on her 18th birthday, but instead of the idyllic life she imagined with her true love, Essex Henry, Phoebe is forced to leave the only home she has ever known. She unexpectedly finds herself thrust into the bowels of slavery at the infamous Devil's Half Acre, a jail in Richmond, Virginia, where the enslaved are broken, tortured, and sold every day. There, Phoebe is exposed not just to her jailer's cruelty, but also to his contradictions. To survive, Phoebe will have to outwit him, even if it means making the ultimate sacrifice. So I did find this a really interesting historical fiction narrative that obviously took a lot of research, and it's definitely kind of interesting to read just because I feel like there's not a ton of tales about biracial experiences, and obviously we know that those times and those places definitely existed in real life and were terrible, horrible things that we don't want to sort of romanticize, but I don't feel like that's the case with this book. I did feel like it was interesting. There was a little bit of suspense. I thought it was interesting that she was sort of learning the herbal traditions that her mom knew, those medicines, and how that helped her to navigate two different worlds. So I really like the book. It's kind of reminding me that it's one that I have in my library, but that also means that it's one that I can share with someone else because I now have an extra copy of it. So this was a great choice, and I don't mind getting repeats in this box. It's totally understandable, again, considering all of the ones that I do receive, but it's nice because I can tell you that I did enjoy it as a read. So that's another good pick from Piece and Pages, as well as all of the fun items that we got in this Yuletide Deluxe edition. So you guys, let me know in the comments below what your favorite item was. Let me know if you have happened to have read this awesome book, and let's have a secret password, because we haven't had too many so far this month, and we are still doing our secret passwords. So let's just make it Yuletide, super easy. So if you are newer to this, if you kind of come to my channel through the Advent series, we do secret passwords here. So in some of my videos, you'll come across a secret password. You want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form that is linked for you in the description box below. Please do not enter it into the comments, because I will have to delete your comment because it's a secret password. And then at the end of the month, I go through and I use a random picker, or actually a number picker, because I have all of you in a form. And then that way I'm able to select a few winners to receive a mystery box that has a whole bunch of goodies. I pack it full with all kinds of items. You have to be 18 years or older. You have to have a Canadian or US mailing address. And Canadians, I do ask that you help me a little bit with the shipping, because it is pretty costly to get to you, but I do want you to be able to participate. And I also give you a different option if you prefer to just get a PayPal gift card. So there's always that option as well, so you don't have to invest any money in it to get something if you happen to win. And just as a reminder, it isn't associated with YouTube or any of the boxes that I open here on the channel. Just my way of saying thank you. I'm debating whether or not we're going to continue doing our secret passwords in the new year. I do think it's really fun. I like to share with you guys. I like to encourage you to watch the videos in their entirety, but we might have to change it up at some point, so we'll see. But in the meantime, it's an opportunity to win a nice box of goodies, so a little belated Christmas present for one of you, or a handful of you, because I usually send out quite a few boxes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Check me out in my Advent series, or the very soon to come 12 Days series, or in the regular unboxings we have every day here at 2 p.m. Pacific. I'll see you very, very soon.